Oh, hey guys, well, if you've been dreaming or working of doing your own podcast, co-founders Badr and Blythe Milligan of the JAX Podcasters United is here to tell us everything about their upcoming Podcasters Camp. This sounds really amazing. Thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
You both look sharp, look great. Okay, so tell us about the podcast. Like, this is really, really cool. I didn't even know this has existed, so tell us all about it.
Yeah, so we've had a group in Jacksonville, Florida, Northeast Florida, for the past 5 years or so, a little bit more than 5 years.
Wow,
Group of a little over 500 podcasters here in Northeast Florida.
What?
And we host regular networking events, so this will be our first official half-day event teaching podcasters, both veteran and newbies, of how they can grow and monetize their podcast.
That is so cool. Well, how did this come about? What was the catalyst moment? What was your aha?
In 2018, we had attended a lot of meetup events for artists and entrepreneurs, and we decided one day, having podcasted for years at that point, you know, between us, there's like 20 years of podcasting.
Holy
not
cow.
more. So in 2018, we decided, hey, let's see who would show up if we did a meetup event for podcasters specifically. And the first meetup was in April 2018, and we've been going strong since then.
That's amazing. So you said that how many podcasters in Northeast Florida?
A little over 500 in our Facebook group.
That we know of. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So what are some of the notable podcasters in the area?
So we have several different hosting companies. So we have one hosting company. We have a called Buzzsprout. Then there's another company called Podmatch. There's a lot of companies, but then the podcasters themselves, we have anywhere from trivia to medical to logistics to comic books.
Cool.
It's a wide range of topics that are covered.
That's awesome. Okay, so let's talk about the event. So say I show up, I'm very curious, but I have no idea what I'm getting into. What am I going to walk in on?
So you go ahead.
All right, so we've got two different tracks going on for, we have a 101 track, so if you're a newbie, aspiring podcaster that wants to jump in and learn all the things, you go on the 101 track. If you're an aspiring podcast or a veteran podcaster, you've been doing it for a minute, but you want to level up your game, then we've got a 102 track. You'll be walking into workshops. We've got panels run by professional podcasters, full-time podcasters, and then we're also doing a big town hall Q&A session where anyone can ask any questions about podcasting.
That is cool. Okay, so let me ask you. We're going to go a little off script here. So what's the biggest misconception that people have about podcasting?
I think that it's easy, and that for a lot of folks that it's very much an intimidation factor. More than 90% of all podcasts never make it past 10 episodes. And so when you first launch, it's really hard to get people to listen outside of your close network of family and friends. And so when you see those kind of low download numbers, then it comes to a situation where you quit early. So our group is really established there to provide that motivation so that podcasters keep it going.
Right, to get you over that hump, right? Because like you can't start with 100,000 listeners, man. Like you start with 0 and you've got to work your way up, right?
Exactly.
That is amazing. So, what does it mean to be, partnering up with, legacy media company like WJCT to host the event, which by the way, they're rad over there. I love them.
Well, for WJCT, I mean, this blending of, I guess sort of the media that you grew up with and that you grew up watching versus sort of the new independent podcasters that are coming of age, and how can they both kind of work together?
Yeah.
So that is, we actually have a track that is catered specifically to that, to help local podcasters sort of understand how to pitch their show to local media to help everyone grow better together.
Yeah, that is really cool. So what's the biggest obstacle for starting your own podcast? Like we talked about getting past that first 10 days, right? Or first 10 episodes. But what else are we trying to overcome?
I think getting out of your own way. I think a lot of podcasters get hung up in what gear do I need? How many guests should I have? What's a good download number? And a lot of times it comes down to just start. Have a passion that you're have a topic that you're passionate about and record. Like anything, you got to get your reps in. You got to get better. There's going to be a lot of mistakes and learning curves that you got to get over at first.
Absolutely. Okay, so before I let y'all go, where do we go for some more information?
JaxPodcastersUnited.com.
JaxPodcastersUnited.com. Easy enough. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate you on the show. That is cool. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you so much.
This is awesome. We got to check that out. All right, Jordan, what you